Here's something most doctors won't tell you. One of the biggest predictors of how long you'll live isn't your cholesterol, your weight, or even your blood pressure. It's whether you can get up from a chair without using your hands. Sounds simple, right? But that one movement tells the story of your leg strength, your balance, your independence, and ultimately, your freedom. And here's the truth. After 60, most people are losing that strength without even realizing it. Not because they're lazy, not because they're old, but because nobody showed them the right way to rebuild it. Until now. There's a movement so simple, so powerful, and so effective that it's been studied by researchers at Harvard, used by physical therapists worldwide, and practiced by athletes well into their 80s. It's called the Sumo Squat. And no, this isn't about becoming a bodybuilder or training for a marathon. This is about getting your life back, your strength, your stability, your confidence. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why this movement works, how it protects your body, and how you can start today, even if you haven't exercised in years. Before we dive in, drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. 1. Rebuild the strength that matters most. Let's get real for a second. After 60, leg strength isn't about vanity, it's about survival. It's about standing up from the toilet without grabbing the wall, climbing stairs without gripping the railing for dear life, walking to the mailbox without wondering if your legs will hold. Research from the Journal of Gerontology found that leg strength is directly linked to longevity. The stronger your legs, the longer and better you live. And here's the kicker. You can rebuild that strength at any age. The Sumo Squat targets your quads, glutes, hamstrings, inner thighs, and calves all at once. It's like a full lower body tune-up in one simple move. Unlike running or jumping exercises that pound your joints, the Sumo Squat is controlled, smooth, and joint-friendly. You move at your own pace. You go only as low as feels right, and your body responds by getting stronger, steadier, and more reliable. Think of your legs as the foundation of a house. If the foundation is weak, everything else crumbles. But when you strengthen that base, everything becomes easier. Walking, standing, bending, living. Just 2 minutes a day can bring back strength you thought was gone forever. And that strength? It changes everything. Because aging doesn't mean giving up. It means getting smarter about how you stay strong. 2. Protect your knees instead of destroying them. Here's a myth that stops too many seniors from exercising. Squats are bad for your knees. Wrong. When done correctly, squats are one of the best things you can do for your knees, especially the Sumo Squat. A study published in the American Journal of Physical Medicine found that controlled squatting actually strengthens the muscles around the knee joint, which reduces pain and prevents injury. Here's why. Your knees don't work alone. They rely on the muscles in your thighs, hips, and calves to support them. When those muscles are weak, your knees take all the stress. That's when pain and damage happen. The Sumo Squat strengthens all those supporting muscles without putting excess pressure on the knee joint itself. The wide stance and turned-out feet distribute the load evenly, taking stress off your knees and placing it where it belongs, in your muscles. And because you can control the depth, you never have to go lower than what feels safe. Even a shallow squat builds strength and protects your joints. So if you've been avoiding exercise because you're worried about your knees, this is your answer. You're not damaging them, you're protecting them. Your knees don't have to hurt forever. They just need the right kind of support. 3. Build a core that holds you up all day. Most people think core strength is about abs, but after 60, it's about something far more important. Not falling apart by 3 p.m. Your core isn't just your stomach. It's the entire muscular system that wraps around your torso, front to back, top to bottom. And when it's weak, everything suffers. Your posture, your back, your balance, your energy. The sumo squat quietly works your entire core. As you lower and rise, your body has to stabilize itself. Your abs, obliques, and lower back all fire to keep you upright and controlled. This isn't flashy, but it's functional. It's the kind of strength that lets you stand in line without back pain, sit through a movie without shifting every 5 minutes, and get through your day without feeling like you've been hit by a truck. And here's the bonus. A strong core protects your spine. As we age, spinal compression and disc issues become more common. But when your core is strong, it takes pressure off your spine and keeps everything aligned. So if you've been dealing with nagging lower back pain, this might be the missing piece. Because after 60, your core isn't about looking good. It's about feeling good. And that makes all the difference. 4. Regain your balance before it's too late. Let's talk about something nobody likes to think about. Falling. According to the CDC, 1 in 4 adults over 65 falls each year. And here's the scariest part. Most of them didn't see it coming. But falls aren't random. They're predictable, and they're preventable. The sumo squat trains something called proprioception, your body's internal sense of where it is in space. This is what keeps you steady on uneven ground, helps you catch yourself when you trip, and allows you to move confidently without constantly looking down. As you squat and stand, your body has to coordinate balance, strength, and control all at once. Over time, this retrains your nervous system to keep you stable, even in tricky situations. Research from the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity showed that lower body strength exercises like squats significantly reduce fall risk in seniors. Not by a little, by a lot. So this isn't just about building muscle. It's about staying upright, staying safe, and staying independent. Because the truth is, a fall doesn't just hurt your body. It steals your confidence. And once that's gone, everything changes. The sumo squat gives you that confidence back, 1 rep at a time. 5. Support your pelvic floor without the awkward conversation. Let's talk about something most fitness videos skip: pelvic health. After 60, pelvic floor issues become more common for both men and women. Bladder leaks, urgency, discomfort, loss of intimacy. These aren't just embarrassing, they're life-limiting. But here's what most people don't know. The sumo squat is one of the best movements for pelvic floor support. As you squat, you engage the deep muscles of your pelvic floor. The same muscles that control bladder function, support your organs, and yes, play a role in sexual health. For women, this can improve tone and reduce incontinence. For men, it supports prostate health and circulation in the pelvic region, which can improve function and comfort. And because the sumo squat also improves blood flow to the lower body, it supports vascular health in areas that don't always get much attention. This isn't about vanity, it's about dignity. It's about being able to laugh without worry, travel without fear, and live without constantly planning your day around a bathroom. You don't need pills, you don't need surgery. You just need to move the right way. And the sumo squat? It's one of the smartest, most dignified ways to take care of yourself from the inside out. 6. Train your mind to stay calm under pressure. Most exercises work your muscles, but the sumo squat does something deeper. It trains your mind. Here's what happens. As you lower into the squat, your legs start to burn. Your breath gets shorter. Your brain starts whispering, "Stop. This is hard. You can't do this." But when you stay, breathe, and push through, something shifts. You're not just building leg strength, you're building mental toughness. Studies from the Journal of Behavioral Medicine show that exercises requiring focus and controlled discomfort, like slow squats, reduce anxiety, improve emotional regulation, and increase resilience. This is the kind of strength that carries over into life. When stress hits, when bad news comes, when things don't go your way, you're steadier, more grounded, less reactive, because you've practiced staying calm when your body wanted to quit. And that practice, It rewires your brain. For anyone over 60, this is priceless. Life doesn't slow down, but you can become unshakable. And it starts with something as simple as squatting, breathing, and choosing to stay just a little longer. This isn't just exercise, it's emotional armor. 7. Improve blood sugar and metabolism naturally. Here's something your doctor might not have mentioned. One of the best ways to manage blood sugar isn't a pill. It's your muscles. Research from the American Diabetes Association found that using large muscle groups, like your legs, helps regulate blood sugar and improve insulin sensitivity, even in people with type 2 diabetes. The Sumo Squat activates the biggest muscles in your body. When those muscles work, they pull glucose out of your bloodstream for energy. That means lower blood sugar, less insulin resistance, and better metabolic health overall. And because this movement is low impact and controlled, it's safe for people managing diabetes, pre-diabetes, or metabolic syndrome, always with your doctor's approval, of course. You don't need a gym, you don't need fancy equipment. Just a few minutes a day of purposeful movement, and your body starts responding in ways that matter. More energy, better mood, clearer thinking. So if you're tired of feeling sluggish or worried about your blood sugar creeping up, this is a tool you can use right now. Because your muscles aren't just for moving, they're medicine. 8. Unlock your hips and move like you used to. If your hips feel stiff when you get out of the car or tight when you bend down to tie your shoes, you're not alone. Reduced hip mobility is one of the sneakiest signs of aging, and it's one of the biggest reasons people stop moving freely. The Sumo Squat opens your hips gently and effectively. The wide stance and outward foot position stretch the hip flexors, inner thighs, and glutes, all while building strength at the same time. Unlike aggressive stretching routines, this movement lets you improve flexibility gradually and safely. No yoga pretzel required. Better hip mobility means better posture, less lower back pain, easier movement, and a lower risk of falls. Tight hips pull on your spine, compress your joints, and throw your whole body out of alignment. But when your hips move freely, everything else follows. You walk easier, you stand taller, you feel younger. And the best part? Even a shallow sumo squat helps. You don't have to go deep to benefit. Just consistent effort, a little bit each day. Because when your hips unlock, so does your life. 9. Total body engagement without leaving your kitchen. What if you could work nearly every major muscle group in your body without even leaving the room you're in right now? That's the genius of the Sumo Squat. Your legs support your weight, your glutes and thighs power the movement, your core stabilizes your torso, your back stays upright, even your arms engage as you balance or hold on to support. It's a full-body workout disguised as a simple squat. Quiet, efficient, and incredibly effective. This kind of training is called functional fitness, and it's perfect for people over 60. Why? Because it mimics real-life movements. Getting out of a chair, picking something up, standing steady while reaching. These are the movements that matter. And the Sumo Squat trains you for all of them. No loud music, no crowded gym, just your body working together in sync. So if traditional workouts feel too hard on your joints, but you still want strength, stability, and stamina, this is your move. Because you don't need a gym membership, you just need a kitchen counter and 2 minutes. 10. A workout you can actually stick with. Let's be honest, most exercise programs fail. Not because they don't work, but because people can't stick with them. Too complicated, too time-consuming, too painful. But the Sumo Squat? It's the opposite. No equipment, no special clothes, no commute, just you, a bit of space, and a couple of minutes. You can do it while your coffee brews, while dinner cooks, during a commercial break, even holding onto your kitchen counter or the back of a sturdy chair. And because it takes less than 2 minutes, it actually gets done. Consistency beats intensity every time, especially after 60. So wherever life takes you, on vacation, at home, visiting family, your workout is already with you. You just have to take a stance and move. How to do the sumo squat. Simple, safe, and effective. All right, let's get into it. Here's how to perform the sumo squat, step by step. Starting position. Stand next to your kitchen counter or hold the back of a sturdy chair with both hands. This gives you support and confidence as you learn the movement. Place your feet wider than shoulder width apart, about double the width of your hips. Turn your toes outward at about a 45-degree angle. Think 10 and 2 on a clock. The movement. Keep your chest lifted and your back straight. Imagine a string pulling the top of your head toward the ceiling. Slowly bend your knees and lower your hips, as if you're sitting back onto an invisible stool. Keep your knees tracking over your toes, don't let them cave inward. Go only as low as feels comfortable. Even a few inches counts. You'll get deeper over time. Pause for a moment at the bottom. Press through your heels and squeeze your glutes as you stand back up. That's 1 rep. Breathing. Breathe in as you lower, breathe out as you rise. How many? Start with 5 to 10 reps. Rest for 30 seconds. Repeat for 2 to 3 sets. Total time, about 2 minutes. Progression. As you get stronger, try letting go of the support for a few reps. Eventually, you can do them freestanding, with your hands on your hips or held out in front for balance. No rush. Your strength builds with consistency, not speed. Who should avoid or modify the sumo squat? This movement is safe for most people, but it's not for everyone. Avoid or consult your doctor first if you have recent surgery on your knees, hips, or lower back. Uncontrolled high blood pressure or heart conditions. Severe balance issues or vertigo. Active joint inflammation or acute injury. Always check with your doctor or physical therapist before starting any new exercise routine, especially if you have chronic conditions or haven't been active in a while. If squatting feels uncomfortable, start with chair sits. Simply practice sitting down and standing up from a chair slowly and with control. Wall squats. Lean your back against a wall and slide down slightly, holding for a few seconds. There's no shame in modifying. The goal is progress, not perfection. The power of simple and why it works. In a world obsessed with complicated workouts, expensive equipment, and quick fixes, the sumo squat offers something radical, simplicity that actually works. It's not flashy. It won't trend on social media, but it rebuilds what matters most. Strength, stability, independence, confidence. With just 2 minutes a day, you can restore lower body power, protect your joints, improve your balance, and support your health from the inside out without leaving your home. And here's the truth. This isn't just about fitness. It's about reclaiming your life. It's about proving to yourself that you're not done growing, that you still have the power to improve, and that age is just a number when you move with purpose. Small, consistent actions change lives. The sumo squat is one of them. So here's my challenge to you. Stand up right now. Find a sturdy chair or your kitchen counter and try just 5 sumo squats. Let your body remind you what it's capable of. Let your legs remember their strength. And let your mind feel that quiet surge of pride that comes from doing something hard and finishing it. If you did them, comment just 5. Nothing else. If you did more, drop your number. First time trying? Tell me how it felt. Every rep is a vote for the life you want. Strong, steady, still standing. Let's do this together. Subscribe to learn more about how to live stronger and better.